Let's go on a photo walk. I'm here at Eureka, Utah. Beautiful little mining town up here in the mountains. It's fairly high elevation. It's always a little colder, but just cool heritage, cool mining stuff, cool old buildings. So we're going to walk around for a little while. I've got the OM3 with one of my favorite walking around lens, the 12 to 200. Gives us a 24 to 400 range in a tiny, tiny compact package. Very fun to shoot with. I love the built-in black and white and other modes. So we're just gonna wander around a little bit, shoot some black and white stuff. Of course, I'm shooting, the way this camera does black and white is I'm shooting on raw only mode, which will indeed save me a raw file, full color, full raw file. But then it saves out a JPEG version in whatever recipe I have dialed into my black and white. So right now I've got a pretty high contrast black and white type scene. I'm just going to check my battery, make sure I'm in a good battery mode, 83%. So we should be fantastic. Let's hit it. We've got a cool building with some details. Looks like some kind of a power relay station of the old days. There's a new power relay station right over there. So that tracks. There's some cool like insulators. Could be a fun shot. The bricks on the side of this are like open. There's something about shooting old stuff in black and white that's just fantastic. So let's see if we can make some compositions here in this area, and then we'll move around. A lot of people come to Eureka and never leave Main Street, which is fine. There's a lot of cool stuff on Main Street, but travel around the town. There's these narrow old roads, and just it's a cool place. Try and get a nice shot of this doorway here. Still kind of intact. Wonder about this, just this window up here. You can actually see through. There must be an open something on the other side. Kind of a screen. Well, maybe we'll try to walk all the way around this building, and then we'll go find some more stuff. What kind of walk around lenses do you like? What's your system? Some more insulators over here. And a fun pipe that, as a photographer, we're almost more editors. We're creative, but we're creative editors. We're not really... I like the painters that come up with stuff out of their heads. I mean, there's different methods, I'm sure, for everybody. It's really what do you see and what do you isolate. Walk down here a little bit. All right, we do have a large hole in this side of the building. So what kind of compositions can we get with this thing? Those insulators are kind of fun up there. See some bones in the building. Yep, there's the window from the other side. Yeah, maybe one more a little further back. Okay, well, let's continue on our exploration. I'm going to try and get up to the mine area. They have some old barracks up there. Some of the mine stuff. So, see if we can get there. Trying to get the old-timey turn of the century, like early 1900s film look. Sky's kind of blown out. We'll see how this recipe does. So you can see we've got this big old contraption here. Okay, let's get some shots of this thing. So I don't love the chain link fence around so much, but I don't know. We're right up on top. It's right up here nestled against the edge of the mountain. You can see if we flip this around. So there's our kind of some old barracks buildings. And this building, the last time I was here, wasn't closed off, but let's go find out. Maybe it is now. I know it's getting more and more popular. There's a padlock on that. They don't want you getting into the mine shaft over there. It's still open. Ah, this big contraption. Put you right over here in the corner. I'm going to just kind of work the scene here a little bit. So really cool opportunity for some close-ups of these just massive pipes and gears and everything. I don't really know the story of how all this stuff works, or it wasn't. This is not like ancient mining, right? This is full-on mechanized mining. Still may have been, I'm not sure if it was steam era. This is like a belt cable thing. So that's kind of awesome. Shooting at f4. I'm going to crank this up, even though it's going to raise our ISO up to 16,000. So at f3.5, I'm shooting at ISO 2000 in here. All right, let's move over a little bit, should we? Still tracking? No, apparently you lost me. But I probably was in the frame anyway. Lots of dripping coming on from up above. So I'm just looking down at the ground in order to not put my camera where I'm looking down to make sure I'm not putting my camera where the drops are. I think we can go up to F8 here. I like this stairway with the snow on it. It's kind of a fun look. This back and forth pipe, I wonder what the purpose of that. It's like a radiator. May have been the purpose. All right, you got to be especially careful in an old place like this in the snow because you can't see exactly what you're stepping on. We're fairly safe to go where the footprints are. Okay, so we got this, it's like a brush for a big electric motor, some kind of power distribution wall maybe. It'd be cool to come here with somebody who actually knows what this stuff does and how it works sometime. But it's into mining. Get some detail shots of some of this stuff. Thing over there. No idea what that is. Easy to trip on those pipes. Active track enabled. Well, let's head over to those buildings and then, oh, that's kind of a fun shot. See the roof? Is that a horizontal or a vertical? So I plan to share these pictures straight out of camera, just the JPEG versions that I'm making, just so you can see exactly what I'm seeing through the viewfinder here. Yeah, let's head over to the other place. All right, we're going to try tilt-locked mode, which I think should keep the horizon nice and centered for us as we travel here. Try to walk smoothly. So, lots of details. These kind of nails are sticking out, kind of interesting. This roof that's falling apart. And the way the light falls off, it gives that bit of mystery, you know? You can't see all the way into the place. These textures. Amazing. So this looks like a barracks of some kind. And then this looks like either the head honcho house or something over here. So I'm watching the sun going down. I still want to get down to some Main Street stuff. So maybe we'll do a couple of quick shots here, but then I want to skedaddle back down and do some of the other stuff before it gets too dark. Although night photos would be fun too. Nice. So this is the old Main Street, and that's all right because there is a skeleton in this car. Just drove by the City Hall sign, said 1899 on it. Company store. There's this old caboose thing here. That's cool. Let's go inside. Got my face. All right. Which era do you suppose this is from? Not 1800s, surely. You can actually feel it rocking a little bit. Well, there's the privy. Guess I better get a shot of that for you. It's an old chair, blocking all the cool light. Something out of a horror movie. Okay, check this out. First aid kid to open break. So you gotta break the kid. First aid break glass. You keep a kid in there to soap your wound. Amazing. Well, let's keep going, should we? Guess we can go out the back. Oh, they got chains. Okay, we'll go out the front. Cool old Levi's sign. Maybe we'll have to walk across the street here in a minute. Okay, we'll take a picture of City Hall and we'll walk down the other way. A fun place to motorcycle to in the summer, I hear, on your street bike. Or any street legal bike, I suppose. All right, 1899 City Hall. Line this guy up. Get the whole flag in there. See if I can get the kind of the line up. Well, turn up our exposure compensation till we get texture in all those buildings. In a lot of ways, you wouldn't know this is now 2026. Maybe we should walk across the street. Oh, did I get a picture of the outside of this? The Shea building. They have a lot of problem with security. A lot of security cameras. One of these buildings has a, yeah, it's up further that way, like an old jail cell. You can see in from the side. We may have time. So Tintic Hills, I'll have to see what that is. That's some kind of Airbnb. It'd be fun to come stay there. Right up here on your motorcycle and then stay here in Eureka, I'm sure. You would like it. After all, that's the business. Okay. Center right here in front of new pair free if they rip. Wouldn't that be nice? So this is too wide to fit in this lens. So did a little 3 shots, we stitched that together. So if that's stitched together on the video, then I did do that in post. Not straight out of the camera. Company store. Crazy Mary's Rocks. Here, get the Gatley building. Oh, that building looks like it might still be a bar of some kind. But yeah, if you get a chance, you should check out Eureka. Interesting place.